Ooh,
Cool.
SWOOPER versus Maher. First non-spacey match in quite a while, or at least like we have a Samus in it.
It's Samus versus Marth, so we are finally taking away the Spacey's toys.
Yeah, and we're getting a much different character, but a very fun player to watch in the SWOOPER. Really
The SWOOPER's
interesting
been in a
Samus
lot
stuff.
of the national conversation recently too, of just like where have all the Samuses gone, who's still playing the character, who's on the rise, and I know SWOOPER stocks are going up right now.
I think it was SWOOPER that had a tweet recently that was like, Samus is a bad character, but also a good character, but also a bad character, or like something like that. Sort of like, you know, I think that they can be good, but also sometimes they're bad. And, you know, I think we're going to see some of that here, like moments where Samus has got some stuff.
I feel that way about every single character in Melee, though.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I think if you're a Marth player and you're about to go against the SWOOPER, you're like, oh god, this is not going to be fun. Even though Marth, like, it's not a bad matchup for Marth, but it's not something you're used to.
I mean, I think that's one of the stories of Melee is, like, even if you win the matchup, it's like, oh, but I don't know what the experience is, or they're gonna play in a super different way, and I have to get used to it.
Yeah, and so much of Marth's like advantages are hard to do. You know, it's like spacing.
Okay, that kills on the plat.
Spacing neutral for a while. Yeah, good up tilt there. That actually is one of the challenges, is like securing those kills early on. Good CC.
Ooh, just waits it out. Smart.
I like the decision to grab there too. You know, your opponent's CCing, they're showing you that they're trying to abuse crouch cancel, just grab it. You can't CC a grab, so good stuff so far.
It feels like Mayor's trying to... This is going to sound really weird. Trying to slow down the Samus. Like, Mayor's saying, like, I can't deal with, like, you being all up in my face, but I can just, like, use Marth's range and just kind of force you away.
Caught the jump.
That'll take it.
You know, I will say, from what I've seen so far with Maher, I'm not getting the impression that they're not familiar with this matchup, or at least, like, not familiar with how Marth, you know, plays the floaties generally. Been doing a lot of stuff that, like, to me,
They're doing a lot of,
like,
like, specifically anti-Samus tech stuff. I'm really
or just,
impressed by
like,
Mayor right now.
anti-cheese, you know, like at the very least, like, hey, you're not just gonna
Yes.
sit here and down tilt me and CC down tilt me. I'm gonna deal with that stuff. Like, cut it out.
Well, it's one of those, like, the level 1 things that everyone complains about Samus, that it's like, yeah, well, that's not true, but if you don't know how to handle it, it's certainly frustrating.
Yeah.
And Mayor's just
25.
definitely maneuvering around it. They have to both play very honest right now.
Yeah, this is the tricky part, you know, trying to get that extra credit whenever you have a lead. 35 is still well within the range of crouch cancel. That's why we see them go for a grab, open
I
up.
love that run-up grab to call out the dash back too.
Definitely.
Run-up down tilt. Tried and true. There we go again. Another run-up grab to call out the dash back. Oh, gets clipped.
Ooh, that's big. Good recovery though. Slide off? No.
Whoa, double bombs. I know that SWOOPER's got those in his pocket. We hadn't seen it yet, but SWOOPER loves doing a lot of, like, weird Samus shield pressure stuff that you don't see from a whole lot of players.
No, for sure. And one of the things I've really liked about Mayor's play so far is the movement in and out of shield. The SWOOPER obviously utilizing missiles, making Marth's movement more difficult. But again, this movement out of shield, Mayor's using it so, like we're seeing it now, using so effectively that, yeah, the wave dash back, again, that it's making it hard to kind of just get that free advantage with the missiles. It does get a fairly clean forward smash, not a tipper though.
Yep, just calls out the jump to the plat. Very clean.
Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Power shield.
Samus does not like getting down from those platforms, but the drop through missile, something that Mayor's doing a really good job of is negating some of that missile pressure.
Oh my god, that killed.
Okay, I guess at 152 after hit. I'm just not used to dash attack killing.
Might have been a miss, like, DI slightly, like, didn't get the DI just in time. Oh,
Yeah.
This is bad, though. If you catch a jump with that,
Oh god, the weight! The weight!
yeah, this is really good
SWOOPER's in his
patience.
head!
Oh my god, that shield is tiny.
And just from walking around tilting,
Yeah.
where did SWOOPER go? This is Morse code.
This is, you know, showing how different Samus is as a character. You know, a character that stays very grounded, utilizes tilts in kind of a different way. and we're really seeing how cool that is and how powerful that is. Ooh, oh my god. These turnarounds.
I love that Swooper slowed everything down in that last stock.
Yeah.
That last, like, everything Swooper doing before then, we had pointed out the bomb pressure. We had pointed out a lot of, like, interesting ways that they were maneuvering around the plats. And in that last stock, he's like, all right, you can handle this. I'm just going to hold down and walk around and tilt. And it's so scary.
It is exactly what we're saying. Like, it looked like, okay, Super said, you know what? You're used to the missile stuff, and you're handling the missile stuff very well. But how do you handle this kind of better neutral, better positioning, tilting certain, and not tilting in the sense of the word like being on tilt, but just literal F tilts.
Literally down tilt and F tilt. Samus walks around and jabs you, and it's terrifying.
Yeah, like that was really, really good, and a really good example of adaptation in a set where we are seeing Maher do stuff that kind of says like, hey, I know Samus, I can mess you up, and it's like, hey, but do you know Samus this well?
Well, because right before I was going to point that out, I was going to point out that like Maher had been doing a great job of just slicing through the missiles, and like, because it's not enough to just know that your sword beats missiles, but it's like, at what distances can I do this because I know Samus won't punish me for swinging.
And to have the movement to be able to actually execute on that kind of spacing. Like I said, the movement out of shield and just all of that. Because you don't want to be caught in the air too long against a character that can really punish you if you throw away a jump.
I was wondering if we were going to see Swooper stick with the slowed down playstyle, but it looks like we're seeing somewhere in the middle right now, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and it's always going to be trickier to kind of mix that up if the platforms aren't there at the top to protect you. So I think this is a great counterpick from Maher.
Shoutouts to another stage design from Vancity Primal. It's subtle, but it's a fancy FD, and I don't know what to call it beyond that, but I like it.
Again, the difference with Primal is just good taste. Like it's like stuff that's tasteful and nice and not too much of one thing, you know, just blue FD. Okay, cool. I like it.
It's blue and it changes colors a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. The little flash.
It's not like neon smiley faces are drifting in the background.
Exactly.
And that sounds like a joke, but I've seen it.
It's not stuff that like literally gives you eye strain in a single game because you're like, oh, what is this? Like,
I truly think, especially because everyone's familiar with Slippy now. But like Slippy connected to
Tomahawk Grab.
Actual game or actual Wii's is the thing. That's like how Slippy started. And I really think that one of the future things is we are going to see like events with their own special Pokemon, like Pokemon Stadium.
Oh no,
and like commissions from stage designers.
Yeah, no, you are completely right. I think that's something a lot of people maybe aren't aware of, that like prior to kind of revolutionizing net play, Fizzy really made streaming so much easier by using Slippy.
Oh god, the weight and the jab. I do love that Maher like respected it that time.
Ooh,
a lot of those. No, I was throwing Maher off in game 1, and that time Maher was just like, all right, I'm gonna wait. You're gonna jab and tilt, and then I'll punish that.
Did you see the fast fall to avoid that bomb? Like, it was a really subtle thing, but Maher was like, okay, not gonna let that hit me.
Oh, good air dodge.
One of the things I see Swooper do a lot that's really, really effective, particularly against Marth, who's kind of a grabby character, is a wave dash past Marth's shield into an immediate turnaround, cross-up grab. So, you wave dash through him, you turn around and you grab him. Or you punish him in some way, like you F-tilt him, because, Samus grab not that great. So it's more like the tilts and stuff, but the cross-up through the wave dash is really, really smart.
All right, let's see. Yeah, I would say Swooper going for a lot of the good. I was going to say Swooper had been going for a lot of, like, I'm bombing to come down, and then, like, I think what Maher was waiting for was tether to ledge, and the fact that Swooper faced the other way so that they could get the bear quick, really smart.
Yeah, no, this has actually been a really good set.
I
really,
love
really
this
impressed.
Set, yeah. There's so many like different changes and adaptations that they're both making. It's so good.
Eggs in chat saying that Maher's got to sit and shield way less is something that I agree with. You know, Maher's movement out of shield, as I've already said, has been very strong. But sometimes there can be too much of a good thing, you know, like you're relying on that movement too much. You could be jumping over certain things, naring through missiles instead, and getting caught in shield can be dangerous if your opponent's adapted.
Oh, the weight! Still gets hit, but I love that weight, knowing that there's a very good chance that Swooper was going to try to double jump out of there.
I know, you know, chat's saying he's not dealing well with the missiles. I wouldn't say it's so much that he's not dealing well with missiles at all. It's that Swooper is mixing up missile timing in a way that they weren't in the first game.
Yeah, because Maher game 1 was actually doing really well getting around missiles.
Exactly,
and so the Swoopers really just changed how the missiles are being placed, and that's why Swooper's pulling it away here. Still very close.
I think, you know, one thing is, you know, we're on FD right now, not a stage you usually see in a best of 3, and I kind of was like surprised because typically a very good Marth stage, I'm sure that's why Maher went here, but maybe Swooper is like, I don't mind this stage at all, and like I can handle, and I'm going to abuse things like missiles that maybe you were using platforms before to kind of weave through, and, you know, it's not going to be easy at all, so really, really good stuff from Swooper, kind of turning a counter pick almost to his advantage.
Swooper's been doing a great job of creating space like that. Just like, I'm going to bomb here and like dash back instead of trying to put on the pressure. See what you do. Oh, just waits. Love that.
Charge shot.
Down.
Yeah.
Oh!
That was beautiful. I could see that coming, and it's not a lot you can do besides tech towards them. Like, yeah, this right. I don't know.
He's got to make it difficult for Swooper to... Okay, all right. Within one stock, but this could be Maher's last stand right now. Trying to... Obviously in winners, but I know they're going to want to try to take it to a game 3 against Swooper.
And, you know, they've been showing, like, so much good stuff. I think that might be it here.
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
You know, I really like the way Maher was playing there. I think Swooper's neutral was just really good. And I think when people sort of forget that so much of neutral is just like putting your opponent in situations where they have to like choose almost. Do you know what I mean? Like, all right, well, I'm going to put a bomb here and a thing here, and then you got to go one of 2 ways, and I'm gonna make or choose between crappy options, I guess is a better way to word it. Like really take away their options and make them feel like, oh god, I can only do this or this. They're both so annoying. Like, and he's doing such a good job.
You've given me 2 bad options to choose between now, for sure.
Yeah.
No, Swooper did a very good job there.